special treat. We are interviewing Chelsea with Chelsea's Charity. She is a 10-year-old girl, and she created a foundation to provide thousands of art kits for kids across the country. What? Yeah, she's allowing kids to create and be creative wherever they are. It's amazing and so inspiring. So we're gonna ask her a few questions about what she's doing and how she got here. So, hi Chelsea, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi!
So Chelsea, I have asked a few different kids that I know about you, and I've showed them videos and they've asked questions. So some of these questions are coming directly from kids in our community. So the first question is from Charlotte, and she wants to know, first and foremost, what can other kids do that want to start a project like you and help people like you're doing? What can they do?
They could find a need, like something that everyone in the world doesn't have, or like something that's not so great that's going on, and brainstorm ways to fix that problem.
That's really smart. And so can you tell us a little bit about like your process? How did you get started? How did this all develop and become what it is?
Well, for my 10th birthday, instead of asking for presents, I asked for art supplies so I could get my charity going. And with the help from my family, I started to do Chelsea's Charity.
So with the help of your family, tell me more. How did they help you? What did you ask?
Well, I gave my tooth fairy money, my birthday money, my whole life savings, any couch money I called dibs on, and I helped finance Chelsea's Charity. And whatever I did, they would kind of like max that, like, okay, you did $50, I'll double that and do 100.
I love that.
Through posts on Instagram and stuff like that.
And you started off asking them, and then they were backing your money. So if you got a little bit of money, you took all your life savings and your couch money, and then they matched it and were able to help you. And you guys made social media posts and did stuff to get the word out to, again, get more traction, to get more art kits.
Family also helped me make the kits.
Your family did?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that. Was it a long time that you guys spent making art kits?
It depends. Sometimes it will take us like 3 hours. Sometimes it will take us 20 minutes. It all just depends on the mood and how many kits we need to make.
And how many art kits have you done so far, roughly? Do you know?
We have done over 2,600 art kits altogether now.
Woo! That's so exciting. Okay, this is something that comes up a lot with kids. I hear that kids, they'll be like, well, I'm too young, right? Like I'm 7 or I'm 8 or I'm 10. What would you say to kids that think that they're too young to start a project like this that could have such a great impact on their community?
The thing they can do if they feel that they're too young to make a big impact on the world, like I said, you can find a need. You're never too young to make a difference. And if you feel that you are, just get a grown person to help you.
That's such a great point. And I think sometimes we forget that, especially as kids, and adults forget this too. This is not just kids. We forget to ask for help. And that is something that I've learned is so important, especially if we have this project or we have this thing we want to do. What do we do? How do we get there? We ask for help and ask a lot of questions, right? Like, okay, well, this is tough. I get this, but how can we do it? But how can we do it? And keep asking these questions to get to that. Do you think that that is a big part of your success, is being able to say, how can I do this one, but asking for help?
Absolutely.
And do you have any tips for kids that are maybe nervous to ask for help?
You don't have to be nervous around the people you love, because you can find a trusted adult and they'll be sure to help you. And you can also write down things you can do by yourself, and then show your trusted adult the things you have brainstormed. And then maybe they can help you brainstorm more ideas and help you.
I love that. That's a good idea. Like asking for help, but also getting started, right? Like doing something, writing something, having a plan, and then coming to an adult or a friend and being like, hey, I need help. Here's what I'm doing. Here's my steps. Can you help me get there? So asking for help, but also being proactive and like getting started, getting those wheels turning and creating something, and then going to somebody with that idea.
Yes.
And how often are you asking for help, Chelsea?
Almost every single day.
I think that is one of the key things that I've learned from my mentors and my teachers. And I think that you're doing so well, which I think is one of the many things that's causing you so much success, is your ability to ask for help. So thank you for asking for help, because you asking for help is helping so many kids around. So thank you, Chelsea.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And I have one more question. So what would you say to people watching, especially kids watching, what would you say to them if they wanted to get involved with your charity, with Chelsea's charity? What can they do?
Well, we have a website. We recently took down our Amazon wish list because every single thing was ordered 100 times. But now we could probably like ship some supplies and they could help us make kits and help mail them out to different states and stuff like that. And they could also tell their parents about our charity and ask them to post about us and to kind of like spread the word.
Oh, I love that. So your website, checking your website, maybe making donations. Do you guys need donations? Okay, we'll leave a link for this video. So if you guys want to make a donation, Yogiful's going to make a donation too for Chelsea's charity. But anybody watching, please feel free. There's a link in the comments, and we would love to have you help with Chelsea's charity. She's doing such amazing work, her and her whole family. And what else? So social media posting, so we can post and share and spread the word of what Chelsea's creating. Is there anything else?
Not really.
Cool. And if kids wanted to reach out to you, would you guys be open if kids wanted to reach out and ask you any other questions?
Sure, you can email us. On our website has a Let's Chat option where you can just talk to us.
Amazing. Chelsea, I'm so impressed. You are 10 and you are changing the world. I'm just so thankful to get to interview you and talk to you. And I hope that other kids watching this are going to be like, wow, I can do this, or here's a need. How can I help? And I'm just so grateful that you were here today, and thank you for inspiring kids, and thank you for doing what you're doing. Oh my gosh, you're 10. I can't wait to see what you're doing when you're 20 and all that you do in between there. Do you have any final last words that you want to say to other kids watching this video that might be just like bubbling with inspiration and want to do the next step?
Well, a next step for not so much the charity is right now we're in quarantine, and for most of us, school is out. So that gives us a lot of time to do art. You could paint. I've been painting a lot, writing books, drawing. So I recommend doing art. And my motto is art is a start.
I love that. And Chelsea, do you ever do yoga?
Yes, I do.
I love that. And has there been any hard times like during quarantine, and is there anything that you're doing to help you through the quarantine with being kind of away from a lot of your friends and not being in school?
Yeah, I've been writing poems about how I feel. I have been painting, like I said, drawing. I've been writing books like graphic novels, illustrating, picture books, and all of that good stuff.
Oh my goodness, Chelsea, you're gonna be writing books by the time you're 12. Well, you're already writing them, but being published by the time you're 12. I can see it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Chelsea, we so appreciate you. Did you have any questions for me before we leave?
No, not really. Also, your hair looks gorgeous.
Thank you. So does yours.
Thank you.
All right, Chelsea, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful. I love interviewing and talking to amazing kids that are changing the world. So thank you again for your time. And that's all the time we have for today, everybody. And remember to stay Yogiful. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, before I leave, can I please give the camera an air hug?
Yes, absolutely. I would love an air hug.
go.